Hey everyone, what you're sending today while you're watching this video, I'm doing Mask Milano's Taralba. Yeah, that's what I'm rocking. I'm Brandon with Therapeutic Fragrance. Thanks for joining me. Today we're doing a review of Patchouli Intense by Nicolai. So another Patchouli one on the books. Almost done. We're almost there. Hope you guys aren't getting too bored of the patchouli and all these videos. Like I said, it's only for a couple more months, all these uploads. We're almost done. Anyway, stay tuned for the review. Thanks. You ever feel like you're pep talking yourself? I don't know what I was thinking when I took on this patchouli thing. I've already been asked what my next ingredients are going to be, and I have ideas on them, but I really think I need to get back to stuff I love. I'm missing it. This is a little burning me out. I have another project I think I'm going to love. I think I'll love most of it, but it's even bigger than this one. I've mentioned it in my fragrance talks. I'm definitely doing it, but I might need to take a week or two's break before I mean, I love wearing fragrances. I love wearing the ones I own in my collection. I mean, I use them. If I buy them, I use them. And I mean, I have a time and place for almost every one of them that I use. And I do anyways. If I know there's a special day or a certain thing coming up that I have certain things in my life that, yeah, I'm wearing that on that day. I won't be sampling on that day or whatever. It's dedicated to my collection. Anyways, I want to get back to that patchouli thing that's burning me out. But here we are. I committed to finish it. We're almost at the finish line on it. And we'll see if I take on the tar one I want to do. I think that'll be funner. So really up my stream and everything's different. So I think that'll be a fun one. Nicolai, Patchouli Intense. The notes on this one are lavender, Turkish rose, geranium, bourbon, frankincense, sandalwood, bay oil, cinnamon, patchouli, leather, amber, and vanilla. So another vanilla, patchouli, and then a ton of other yumminess stuff in there, like the bourbon or whatever. This comes in, and this is an eau de parfum. 100 ml is 195, so we're putting it at $2 an ml. Here we go. But he also does have 30 ml for $66, so the price is kind of the same between both, which is a rarity these days. I mean, the perfume houses, the trend is that lower one, they're jumping up to $3 or more in a ml. Let's see if he keeps it or not. So. If the review sounds good to you, this sounds close to good to you. I mean, that 30 ml is a bargain compared to what the trend is in the market and what I'm seeing. This is, billed as a chypre, a unisex by Patricia D. Nicolai. So that's what we have. Right now, it's scoring a 4.0 out of 6 out of 5 on Fragrantica. That's with 187 votes. It's a good score on that one. Most all my patchoulis, I'll put it as a 50-50 on unisex. I'll agree that they're billed as unisex. Patchouli is just that note that it's like a love or hate versus a masculine or feminine. And I've come around to natural patchouli. I'm all in on that. On what I've smelled. Like I said, 15 of them. They smell good. They're awesome. First spray on this one reminds me of old school first spray of cologne that my grandpa or a guy would put on before. I grew up in a casino town, so before going to the casino, that first spray would just fill the room. That kind of thing. Old school perfumes and colognes. We call them colognes back then. No guy would ever call this stuff perfume back then, even though it was probably EDP. Boom. Yeah, I'll share this. I was at Starbucks writing the review, and of course I put the spray on at Starbucks, and was not. Most of the patchoulis have not been the ones that with the soapiness that boom. It takes them a while till they develop my skin. I can tell, and develop. This was first sprayed, just bam. I mean, the Starbucks I was at was just, you could see me in a 6-foot dust storm of this fragrance. It smelled good, great smell. So, but be warned, this is a powerhouse right off the start. Very classic and masculine to me on the first spray for sure. The bourbon I wish was way more prominent. I think that would give it just an extra something. This is good, but I the bourbon that's listed I wish would be stronger. It's faint in this, and I get why it's faint. You don't want to turn off other people, but I just wish it was just a little bit more on this one. It's a genius note that puts patchouli in its place. The alpha that keeps the other alpha bouncing off each other to keep them in line, kind of thing. Personality. That doesn't mean they're both alpha males. Could be alpha females too. The cinnamon is very well thought out, with the amber tones playing in with the patchouli. Again, a lot of trendy vanilla amber behind the patchouli. It's a great sweetness to put behind the patchouli, and disguise the patchouli a little bit in a good way, and layer it just right. I think the bourbon on top would have just added that extra, The rose in this doesn't show up right away at all. Turkish rose, it must be very, very delicate, but it takes a while. Not in the top. Rose doesn't show up at the top at all. And the lavender just gives a nice hint on everything. Lavender was nice there. The base turns into a gourmand fragrance, very heavy. So we go from that just powerhouse, and then it dies off quick. So don't let that deter you. But if you're going outside or whatever, that'll help. But it's first 30 minutes are gonna be pretty strong, but goes into a nice gourmand kind of patchouli-based fragrance, like a lot of the other ones I've explained. Again, it's $2 an ml, so I've kind of justified. Fine, you're not using all natural patchoulis, but these guys building these patchouli-based fragrances. We're in a world nowadays, and my favorite one, haven't revealed yet. You need to, if you're a perfumer, you need to get a relationship with these farmers that are doing their own patchouli, because every farm is going to have a different profile, different scent. It's just like, if you're into prosciutto or that kind of thing, where that pig comes from and what that pig eats, the prosciutto is different in every region. Here in Portland, we got these hazelnut-fed pigs, and the prosciutto that comes from them, oh my goodness, he's finally won awards for it and everything. And it's amazing. And I've tasted the Spanish black pigs, the real expensive stuff, when I was in Vegas from the chef that's on TV, and that's out of this world for the little ounce I could afford. But that's how patchouli is. Different farms, different whatever, just like any other oil. So if you're making a fragrance, I don't get the thought of building it from the same accords that everybody's doing. I regret buying all my synthetics. It's trained my nose, so I guess not fully regret, but the thought of it is there's so much creativity. Go get your own relationship and build this ecosystem worldwide where you're supporting them and their farm. They're giving you a unique scent and profile for us to review and use as consumers. That's my rant on patchouli and a lot of other oils, and especially the one I'm smelling. It's like that's what we should be doing, and economically it's a lot better. I know it's the big design houses and big corporations don't like that, but I mean, it's more personable. It's more friendly to build an ecosystem like that. You know, it's just like food, you know, eat local and all that stuff. And I get you can't with fragrances, but we're in such, with video and everything, it's easy to go to any country in the world and kind of set up that relationship and see if they can supply you with enough for your niche and your target market audience for that. That's my rant on patchouli. I'm sure you're going to hear it a couple more times with other oils, but yeah, that's what I was pausing so long for there. Yeah, to my knowledge, I don't think IFRA is limiting patchouli oil. That was another thought I had when I was writing this down. Something I have to look into. If anybody knows, please comment. That's not one I've heard of anybody talking about. Yeah, the bay oil was a really smart ingredient in this one. The clove, so it added just a different touch of Oriental on top of the amber. That was a really nice touch on the dry down. This one also very gourmandy on the dry down and lasts forever. At $2 an ml, it's a beautiful composition for that much money. This is one of the best compositions in this price level that I've had on my. Here's the juice. Let me show you. It's even got some color to it. Most of them been white. So that's straight from Nicolai. So there you go. Camera wants to focus on me. There we go. Anyways, yeah, so full gourmand dry down. Again, guys, if you like that vanilla ambery with Oriental, it does have the Oriental in this one. Beautiful dry down. This is, if you're into patchouli, and that this is a great bargain and great one to get a sample on and see if you like it. With this one, I could see people who just like all sorts of the cheaper patchoulis and synthetic ones. I would get your hands on this one because this is definitely well composed, in my opinion on this one. Fragrance compared to Perfumers notes. My only take was mentioned leather and bourbon. And those were so soft that they didn't come through. And I get, again, if you're using the accords, that you don't want to overdo those because they can overtake those. They didn't really come through for me. I'd rather have the bourbon than the leather on this, unless you're using it, you real civet or something. Of course, that's where my mind goes when I want to play with patchouli now, to get that in the base, to have it fade into that kind of scent, but they didn't show up for the notes. But everything else, great composition, no complaints. Scoring on this one: addictiveness 10 out of 15, projection and sillage 5 out of 5, longevity 5 out of 5, composition 18 out of 25, ingredients and priced ml 17 out of 25, top 7 out of 10, heart 2 out of 5. The base 6 out of 10, giving us a score of 70 on this one. Get a decant anytime during the year. It's gourmandy patchouli, so anytime during the year. Daytime fragrance, in my opinion. Who I would see wearing this one is Nick Nolte. I had to chuckle. And then how many sprays? 1 or 3 for me. Most of these patchoulis that are like this, 1 or 3 for me. Yeah, I see this as a decant in anybody's collection. So peace out. Be blessed. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Bye.